Hi guys, how are you? Let's see, this is a bit... Is that a little better? I don't know. My phone seems to zoom. I need a bigger desk or something. Okay. We'll see how many come in here. Hi. I know they're gonna edit the shit out of my video because that's the norm, but whatever. Happy elections. Okay. Um... You guys, like, I think today's an exciting day because I see it as day one of the shambling down of the darkness, okay? Like, for some people, they're scared, right? And I'm all like, yes, like, finally, we're gonna dismantle, we're gonna dismantle. Um, so, I find it exciting. I know a lot of people are scared, like, oh my God, like, everything's gonna fall apart, oh my God, we're gonna have a war. Yeah, we probably will. And we are in one, okay? Um, I haven't gone live in a long time because they like to they dissect my videos so horribly that people like, I can't watch it. It's just like it's dissected, da da da, and there's not much I can do about it. Um, they shadow ban so bad, and I feel like giving up on YouTube altogether because people aren't seeing my videos anyways. People aren't subbing, or it's not showing me they're subbing, or it's like total fuckery. Thank you for the donation. Um, it's just like nonstop fuckery bullshit. So yeah. um I just haven't posted in a few days. I haven't been working for the last few days because I've been just really exhausted and everybody is frantic. Like when people book readings, I can feel their energy and everybody's like, oh my God, I want somebody to like help me. Okay, so I realized a couple things. All right, I'm pregnant, I'm tired. Okay, so I gotta be conserving of my energy, but that's not just it. I can handle quite a bit. But when people are super frantic, they're wanting me to almost like give them the answers. And I'm like, they can wait and they can let me rest here. Thank you for the donation, Vicky. And I need to rejuvenate. And you know what? They can sit and find themselves for a few days. They'll be okay if I'm late on shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like testing y'all at the same time. Like, come on now. I know you want your reading now, but you guys gotta learn to find your answers in the inside yourself. And I really was doing that to you. I apologize for being honest, but I have to be honest. Like, I felt like you guys kind of need to do that once in a while. People are like, I want a reading now, I want a reading now. It's like, just be patient. I know I'm behind shit, but I had to like completely just step away from the collective and not read for a few days. I had to do that. And you guys need to learn to cope in your own as well. Okay? So, two different dynamics there, right? All right. So, I hope you guys voted today if you're in America. Okay, it's important. Vote, make a plan. I personally want to be free. I want liberation. That's what I want. So that's what I'm aiming for, and that is what we're going to have. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're voting and when you're thinking ahead. And, we're going to be dismantling the dark after today really, really heavily, you guys. It's going to start manifesting in the 3D realms. There's going to be a lot of crazy crap going on. There's literally going to be things like falling apart, like in a literal manner. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be fighting, rioting, looting, etc. It's already happening now. It's going to get worse once the candidate polls come in. I feel like there'll be some funky behavior with all that. Possibly a recount or even a revote is something that crossed my mind as well. So we'll see what's going to happen. Because I feel like, we're already like at a place where we've won this war. The light is we're going to raise the earth's vibration, okay? But we're at the point now where everything has to dismantle, okay? All the karmic blocks, all the darkness, all the satanic bullshit is going to come crumbling down so we can regain that balance, okay? So it's like we're we're already going to have the balance. It's a matter of it manifesting in the 3D world right now, okay? So that's why I'm like, you guys get out of La La Land, get your ass back down to the earth here and ground yourself, okay? And pay attention to what's going on in the 3D as well right now. It's extremely important. Okay, so yeah, they're scared. I'm not. I'm excited because, you know, I went through a lot of things ahead of my collective, so I went through a lot of what you guys are going through now. I already did. And I realize that now, that I already went through a lot of this crap, like with the fears and the worries and the healing and the facing, things like that, like a long time ago. Okay, because I'm not even really focused on your relationship in particular right now as much as I am about yourself and healing yourself and, you know, that sort of fixation and focus, okay? So a couple of things I was going to discuss today. Think about your childhood and how you were defined as a child in your family dynamic, okay? What were you told you are? What were you told that you were going to be? What was something that was held over your head that you were defined as, all right? Because how you were defined as a child or how you were told you were, what kind of child you were told you were, is likely what you started to manifest into adulthood, okay? I know some of you were told good things. Some of you felt pressure to be a certain way that you didn't want to be, okay? You felt pressure to go to college. You didn't want to go to college. I hate school. It's programming. I hate it. I hate it. It's not for me. All right. And I felt like that I was raised to think that you couldn't get anywhere without going. You know what I'm saying? Or at least have 20 years experience. You have to have so much experience otherwise. You have to have this and that. And there's all these stipulations. I don't have a college degree. I'm a dropout. All right. And I actually saw a post today that was, you know, talking about this sort of topic, and I commented, believing in yourself is the number one thing when it comes to having success or any sort of abundance in your life. And abundance is not things, you guys. That's another problem, is it's not just things. It's happiness, it's freedom, it's liberation. And so many people see abundance as money. Well, I don't have money, I'm broke, I don't have a pot to piss in, I don't have anything. Well, that's not the case. That's not true. It's part of it, yeah. It's a matter of balancing that out as well. But the richest man can be the most miserable, right? And I commented, I said, the first thing you need to do is believe in yourself. And they said, well, some kids can't afford college. Some kids, I said, you don't have to go to college. That's not what you need. Like, that's installment. That's like saying that you have to have a degree. And some of these poor children will never have that because they have to have money. They have to have money. And I feel like this is why there's that nose in the air at people who actually have money sometimes, okay? And there's some people, maybe they got it given to them. I'm not saying there isn't. Because I just feel like there's rich kids out there that are used as an experiment to see how they survive, okay? Like, I'm fully convinced of that. But at the same time, some people work their way up, you guys. I know people without any degrees at all that are very abundant, happy, traveling, lots of money, okay? So that's not true. But you do work for what you get. I do believe that. I'm a believer in that. I believe we have to help people sometimes, but you know what? I don't want to give to people that are righteous. I don't. I'll be honest. I have no desire to give to somebody with righteous attitude. You know, everybody has something to give. Whether it's a conversation with somebody, whether it's just their vibration, their happiness, their love, okay? Everybody has something. If you're going to be an asshole, I ain't giving you shit. I'm just going to be real. I don't believe in socialism or communism, okay? I'm not going to go for that. That's why I don't mask. That's another story. Somebody asked me that. Why don't you mask? Because I know what's going on. I predicted this, you guys. I saw this a long time ago. It's called New World Order. Look it up, all right? I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on, and I'm not playing. I don't care if I have hate for it. I don't care. I really don't. Have I known people that got sick? Yes. But I've known people that died from multiple other things this year as well. Multiple. Okay? So, when you think ahead, think for the next generation. Because I'll tell you what, this mask is not going anywhere. It's not. It's part of the plan. All right? When you vote, don't think about who's going to save you. Please don't. Because at the end of the day, you should be the one that saves yourself. It's not about who's going to save you. It's not about who's going to coddle you, give you a pacifier, and tuck you into your bed at night. That's not how we should think. Yes, a leader should definitely be guiding, protecting, and serving us. Absolutely agree. But a leader, you know what, you guys, I have to accept being a leader, and it's been tough because I don't like to feel like I'm above everybody, because I don't. But I had to accept that, and I realized, you know what, being a leader is not a bad thing. It's called being guidance. It's called being helping with finding self. It's providing a sense of fulfillment, or helping people find their sense of fulfillment. But it's not coddling. It's not sugar spoon feeding. That's not what a leader does. A leader doesn't sugar spoon with hidden agenda to get your money from you, to screw you over. That's not a leader. That's an asshole. All right, there's a big difference. So a leader should help you, guide you to your abundance, to your strength, you know. But unfortunately, you guys, that position in this world is not an easy one at all, because people want an instant gratification. Okay, so that's why when people come to me for readings and they want security and they want an answer, they want the, oh, okay, good. They want the answers. I'm like, no, 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 that's not the readings I do. I do guidance. I might tell you what's up in your connection, yes, but I'm not going to give you an answer. Does he love me? No, I won't answer that anymore. I won't even try. Okay, because that's something you should learn to feel, not be told. I hope I made sense of that. You shouldn't have to be told if somebody loves you or not. You should feel it in your heart. All right? Okay, so we can't look for security. I can't give you security. And I know people want readings right now because they want that security. I know some of you want that. Some of you want to know what your blocks are. But you know, I've been making you wait because I got a goddamn rest. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay? And that's why I'm like, don't send me 101 questions when I do your reading. Because for one, when I start channeling into your energy, I actually basically astral travel to you. I channel through your energy. Okay? I see people sitting on their couches watching TV sometimes. It's weird. Okay? I can't give you that. I can't tell you what your result's going to be. I cannot promise that to you. If I see a time when I see something, yes, I say it. But I can't tell you somebody loves you, like I said. Okay? Like I said. So, your result from here on out, you guys, is up to you. But I will tell you right now, nobody's going to save you. So that's why I'm like, you know what? You vote for who you feel is going to help you stand in your individual power the most. Not provide you a security blanket. Okay? At the end of the day, I do believe we're going to turn green anyways, a form of liberation, so to speak. Okay, we may have a division, but like I said, the dark's got to shamble, you guys. We're starving the demons out. Okay, we're starving the demons out. It's what we're doing. The light needs to conserve their energy. At this point, there's been blocks put up to those light thieves. Okay, so anybody who's light thieving literally will get karma for doing that to you. Okay, I found out that people were doing that to me that I thought were friends. Okay, and I put up a post about it, and I think some people thought I was talking about them because I got blocked on Facebook all of a sudden by random people. I'm like, okay, I don't know why you're offended. I wasn't talking about you unless you're guilty, but okay. There was a group of people that they're not followers. Okay, they're people I know that were having some jealousy issues and pretending to be my friends. So I figured that out. But anyways, those type of people that are trying to steal your identity, steal your light, steal what you rightfully worked for, you guys, they have to serve karma for that. Don't step out of your power and hand it over. Okay? The demons have to starve out. It's the only way. And unfortunately, some results of that may not be pretty, but that's not your problem. That's not your problem. You can't save everybody from their demons if they don't want to be saved from their demons. But you cannot. That's why I'm saying I don't want to give to somebody who doesn't want to work for anything. I'm not for that. Maybe that's a bitch on my behalf. I don't know. I'm just being real. I don't have time for righteous behavior. I don't have time to be guilt-tripped into feeling like I owe somebody something that doesn't want to do a one thing for themselves. That is where we're lacking balance in this world. Okay? That's where we're lacking balance. So, Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen. That is, yes, that is actually, or too many chiefs, not enough Indians as well. It's just that somebody can't rule us. That's not a leader. Ruling us and controlling is not, that is not a leader. That's a crappy individual. But I'm, like I said, being a leader, you guys, it's not easy because when you're honest, we're so used to being spoon fed. We're so used to hearing what we want to hear. We're so used to being programmed. Think of as a child when you saw that super cool toy on TV, right? It was so cool, that commercial. Oh my God, I have to have that toy. You dreamt about it, right? You had to have that toy. Okay, you got that toy. It really wasn't that great. All right? Just think about those situations. That's spoon feeding. That's swaying. That's manipulation. The problem is that some people find the truth swaying. Okay, they like to like, oh yeah, you're trying to sway me, you're trying to, because you're planting the seeds. That's something I run into. That is manipulation. Okay, that's when they don't want to hear what they hear, and I'm like, I'm not swaying you. I'm telling you the truth, and you're getting pissed. Nobody's telling you that if you don't see that as your problem, then ignore it, right? But I can't tell people what they want to hear just so they can feel like they can sleep better, right? I'm just like, like there's a difference here, you guys. Don't sit and manipulate the wording you're hearing to fit your agenda. That to me is somebody who's scared to step out of comfort when you're planting seeds and they're offended and pissed. Okay, like I have certain topics that I'm passionate about and I speak about, and I openly speak about them now because I don't care what people think. Things that I think are immoral or wrong or just, it's just like brutally wrong to humanity. I speak about them openly and people get pissed at me because they're guilty of the entire thing, right? And they get mad and they try to find every reason why I'm wrong, and they'll make up stories and I'm a bitch and I'm mean, and I'm like, look, I didn't put your name on here. Okay, I shared a post about of something that's wrong or is just immoral to humanity, and you're offended. Not my problem. Not my problem. And they block me and they're pissed and they go bitch and I'm targeting them and yada yada. That's a problem as well. Okay, so that type of individual they have a seed planted. So I know darn well they're going to go whine to people and they're going to find a few people and go, but wait a minute. Did they target you, or they're going to say, but I agree with that. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So even your haters, they continue to plant those seeds, you guys. All right, they continue. So a leader that pacifies and says what I want to hear on TV, or gives me, a speech, a catch-22, a car salesman speech, I'm not going to vote for that. Okay, that's not a leader. That's sugarcoater. That's somebody who just wants to give you a binky and a blankie and, a treat. Like, no. So, anyway. Okay, so what I was going to talk about as well is, I put up a post about the story about Sally and Johnny on Instagram, if you guys saw it. I know on Facebook as well, about Sally that's very obsessed with Johnny. And Johnny doesn't want Sally, but Sally won't accept it because according to programming or what they were told or readers said, Johnny really wants Sally, but Johnny says he doesn't, and no, his higher self says he does, and adamant at that, and keeps on going and feeding Johnny and giving money to Johnny and giving everything they own to Johnny to get that validation and love that isn't coming. So Sally ends up beating herself up, and Sally plays victim consciousness because Johnny says, I don't want you, but keeps taking, right? So you guys probably saw that story. So I looked into it a bit and I talked to the other side. Okay, I talked to some masculines that have dealt with a female that chased them and they didn't want them, okay, or they didn't want to commit at this time, or they weren't interested, or they felt pressured, or it was annoying, it annoyed them, okay, but was giving them. And I talked to a couple masculines, okay, I did. I want to see, I want to hear stories. I want to hear sights. Okay. And I feel these stories were old stories before twin flames were a thing. Okay. Like old stories. And one was about a female that wanted a male. Okay. And chased them and chased them and chased them. And at first, they felt it out a bit. And then this female was completely desperate for their love and buying and giving and buying and giving and showing up and smothering and adamant that they were a pair and they were a couple and they were a thing. And he said, no, I don't want to date you. I don't want to date you. Okay. This female wouldn't take that. So bought more things. Took them and paid for everything. Paid everything for them. Everything. Showed up willingly, gave sex and begged for it and bought things and all these things. And the person said, no, I don't want to date you, and got angry and mad at them and ignored them, right? And this female was still adamant and kept on and on and on, and then would play victim and cry and bawl and all this stuff when the person was like, no, I don't want you. Okay? So, and this is a male that went on to another relationship with a female that did not beg them and buy them things and beg and beg and beg and was obsessed. Okay, and they're happy with that relationship. Okay, so I just want you to know that on the masculine perspective, if you're very obsessed and begging, and even if it's energetically pulling and trying all these things to get them in, you guys, they don't want that. Some of them don't like that. They don't find that appealing. So talking from a man's perspective on that, I've been kind of looking into things. Regardless of what you're told, you guys, if you're not getting love from this person and you're not getting the result that you really desire and deserve most of all, what are you doing? So I just want to throw that out there, that from a male's perspective that went on to another relationship and left that female very upset and hurt. They told them they didn't want them. Okay, but they took from them because why not? They were begging. Take this, I bought you this, I bought you alcohol, I bought you food, I bought you this, I bought you that, I bought you tickets to your favorite whatever, we're going to go to this and that. So if that's your story, the way you're going to know if this person really does care about you and want you for more than that is to stop feeding the beast. Okay? And if you're begging for love and obsessed and that sort of thing, you're compensating a wound inside of yourself. That's what's going on here. And I honestly feel bad for some females that are doing this. I do. Okay, and that's why I'm trying to help them heal and let go so they can stand in their own power, and they will find the answer. They will find the answer. And that's where I cannot promote this programming that I feel promotes some of this obsession and this toxic behavior. Okay? But actually talking to the male side, you guys, they don't find that appealing. Okay, I just have to be honest, they don't. But they'll take from it, because why not? And then it ends up that it just feeds the beast there. Okay, so just take that in consideration. All right? I do feel that once you stand in your power, that you will know the truth of your connection. I will stick to that word, and I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep that. All right? So I'm going to get going in the collective here. Feminine energy, some of you are in like a... You guys, I do energies, separate energies. Some of you are dealing with some solar plexus issues, so I get hiccups, okay? The solar plexus is either you're taking your power back or somebody's taking it from you, so take that as it resonates. And I know that some of you are dealing with somebody trying to change your solar plexus right now, because that's what I was dealing with the past few days. When you're in your power, people want it. They want it. They want it, but they don't want to work for it. They just want your power. Okay, and unfortunately, we've been trained to do that. Okay, we've been trained that you get a gratification and you get a result and you get a treat and you get a participation trophy without doing the work. And that's the thing. If you have a masculine that's not doing any goddamn work, do not give them your abundance. Do not. Do not give what you have rightfully worked for. Do not. Okay? Take your power back. Share it with those that want to share with you. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. Because some of you know how, you know how to keep this masculine around is what I'm hearing. You know how to do it, and they know how to play you to get what they want. Okay, we're back to the Sally and Johnny story, right? So I have clients, you guys, that I told them cut off that money. You stop giving them that money. Like I'm just straight up, okay? I'm not gonna be like sugar spooning on that shit. You stop that. Because you're giving money to somebody who has a partner at home that they're paying for their shit with your money. That is wrong. That is wrong. That is not okay to do to you when you expect a return you're not receiving, okay? And I've told them, like, cut that off. And they do. Sometimes they don't hear from the person anymore. And that's sad. That's sad. Okay? And a lot of times the person comes in with manipulation. And tries to get that feed again. All right? And we're going back to family dynamics again, you know, and I feel like the feminine is learning that, to what family is, even if it's not your direct blood relatives. So that's where I'm saying, go back to how your family defined you. They're probably still trying to define you in that way. And people think elections and mask wearing and stuff divided up people. It didn't. You know, it was already divided. It was just under the table. It's exposing it to the surface. So the feminine's probably learning a really hard lesson about their blood relatives and their friends and that sort of thing. Okay, we all are. It's not just you, it's everybody. So you're having a really hard lesson about this, right? So if you think that this year divided your family up, it's probably just the surface coming out. Okay, it's probably just coming to the surface. If your family, if a lover, if whoever doesn't give to you anymore, and they all of a sudden have no time for you anymore, when you're not going to give them anything anymore, they don't love you. They didn't love you. If they're going to judge you and have conditions because of your belief system, they don't love you. Okay, so I feel like the feminine's learning a really hard lesson about who really loves them and who wants to give to them, okay? It's a personal experience, you guys. If they have stipulations, or they're trying to steal your light, or they're trying to take your abundance, or be you, I don't mind if people, like, look up to me and use me as an example and that sort of thing, but nobody's going to be me. Nobody's ever me. Nobody's ever you either. You know, there's a huge difference. But don't let your family define you. Don't let them tell you who you are, and do not cater to their ass out of the name of blood, okay? And I feel like that they're learning this. Like, you guys are learning that feminine is. Okay, so I'm going to see what I get here. You guys are learning what love really is. And I feel like you're kind of putting, you're putting the brakes onto that. Yeah. You guys are breaking codependency and toxicity. That's kind of what I'm picking up. Yeah, because of the imbalance. So there's definitely some feminine issues around that. You guys are in a very earth energy right now, and I know this can represent Capricorn, you guys. So Capricorn to me is business. So you guys may be business oriented, working on your abundance, your mission, trying to change things in this world, but you're having a more logic perception right now. So that's what I'm picking up for you guys, is a business type of energy. You're very much oriented in that. If not, you may get to that point where you're more like level-headed, down to earth, you know, ET come home, like, you know. Okay, so some of you are realizing that maybe you were seeking the validation of other people, so you were energy stealing yourself is what I'm picking up. So you may have been cut off these supplies and didn't realize you were doing it. I'm also hearing that. If your masculine's fully dark playing, they likely were stealing off you and then giving back Archon slime. Okay. You guys are breaking out of toxicity, though. You guys are gaining independence at this time. That's what I'm picking up, you guys. Yeah. Because you know what? Rejection is redirection. And like I said, you know, it is not a one-way street with that. Cut your person off if they're using you. Let them have some effing redirection as well. Okay? That can go two ways. That can go two ways. Some of you guys are dealing with your mother wound right now. Okay, like your inner mother, and how your mother treats you throughout your life, how your mother gives and receives from you, to you, etc., how they take from you, how they do all that, how they nurture you, does greatly affect everybody. Okay, because your mother's your first love. You're born with the heart space opening, wide ass open to your mother. Okay, So a lot of the mother wound is coming out for the feminine and the masculine very heavily, okay? And a lot of the masculine, they think they had normal mothers. And some of them did, yes, but not all of them. I can tell when a man had a good mom. They're very loving. It's very different. And they're loving from the get-go. Big difference. Big difference. Okay? You guys aren't taking the Playboy bunny. You're not. You're keeping control of that. You're not taking the Playboy bunny. That's what I'm seeing for what you're not taking that. Okay, you're not having that Playboy bunny. That's not you're not going to be a third party. You're not playing. Okay? There's a lot of mothers that are narcissists, you guys. You know what? No offense, because awakened women are another story, okay? Like, truly awakened, powerful women are a complete another story because they're loving back. I do not care for females. Since I was a child, I didn't want to play with girls, okay? I didn't like them. And I was told I was supposed to play with girls, and I'm like, why? I don't like girls. I just did not care for them. I liked the boys, okay? And I had cousins that were boys, and we had fun together, and I also had a female karmic cycle to end on my side. So I'm just going to be honest about that. And if people that know me listen to that and think I'm a bitch, that's fine. I don't care. I had to balance that shit out. Okay, I had to learn to balance that shit out. We all have those ancestral patterns. The whole world has these ancestral patterns. It's not just one person, you know? So, I don't like girls. Now I know why. And now I know why. The feminist movement, don't get me started. Because you're hearing me rant for like 3 hours, okay? Okay, don't get me started. But your mother wound for everybody. The mother initially is so important in a child's life, and it's been warped. It's been, you know, women are on pedestals and women are above and women are in control, and they emotionally manipulate to get that control. They silence the men. I don't even want to go in, okay? I'm just going to shut my mouth. All right? So women are not above. We're not above. We never were. You don't take shit. You don't take abuse, but you're not above. All right? You're not. You're not better than anybody. I don't care if you have balls or ovaries. All right? So, we work together. But you know what? I do prefer man bosses. I'm not going to lie. I do. Just saying. Okay, so let's see what else is going on with the feminine here. Some of you are dealing with water sign. Some of you have a water sign coming in. You know what, you guys? I feel like that you know you want an emotionally available person, and some of you are getting this manifesting in. Some of you are scared of rejecting it, okay? The seeds are planted for this. The seeds are planted for emotionally balanced masculine energy to come in. That could be a water sign, doesn't have to, but it's somebody who's emotionally balanced, has their shit together. That's what I'm seeing. But you're holding on. You're holding on to the Playboy bunny, okay? So once you let go of this, you guys, I'm seeing this. Some of you have this in already, but you're still holding on to the twin flamer, okay? And you're not healing. The cards speak for themselves. You're not healing. You're struggling to let go of the outcome of something you were told. Okay? You're not going to know what's coming, you guys. You're not. You know how many people have messaged me in the last few days and I'm like, oh my God, there's this guy that wants to take me out, but I don't want to date because they're still holding on. And I'm like, you know, look. How long have you been waiting? How long have you been lonely? You're healing. Okay? I've sent out the message to my collector to manifest to you in what you're desiring and deserving in love, okay? I've sent that message out for you guys. Once you heal and get there, it'll come in. But it may not be the person on your mind. That's the thing, because I have not delegated it to a certain specific person. So you're going to have a chance once you're in that healing place. But you're not going to know it's coming. You're not supposed to, because divine timing is at play. Trying to control divine timing is stopping the process here. It's getting you in your illusions. It's getting you delusional. Okay, like this 5D marriage shit I cannot grasp. I'm sorry. Okay, some of you, like, let go of it. Okay, just let go for a bit. Okay, get back to earth here. Okay, because I do feel you're being illuminated on something you're not seeing. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. Yeah. Okay, it could be this person, you guys. I'm not saying it's not. But once you let go of the 3D physical body of one particular person, you might be a bit surprised. All right? I can't be one of those readers that sits on here and, oh, you're a victim because your person is controlled by so-and-so and you're no, I ain't doing that shit. That's not me. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Okay? I want to see self-empowerment. I want to see you guys, like, happy. Okay? I just can't do it. I just can't. All right? It just seems wrong to me. It has for a long time. I do believe in divine connections that mission together. Absolutely true. Yes. I watch some people that are, like, playing victim in their videos. I'm sorry. I hate to be a bitch, but I can't do it. I just can't. I can't stand victim shit. All right. Okay, so, yeah, I want to see Santa. Yeah. You guys, sometimes I think Santa might be more real. You have to wonder. Okay, you have to wonder. So the feminine, anyways, you guys are doing really good, but you're struggling to, like, fully heal. There's still a bit of wound there. Okay, so there's still a little bit of wound there that you're used to somebody who plays games with you. You're used to that shit. That's the problem. You get addicted to it and you're used to it and you keep tolerating. But I feel like some of you are recognizing this cycle and you're like, oh, I'm done with this crap. And in comes a surprise. Okay, that's what's happening. Maybe it's not a partner. It's whatever you feel you deserve. It really is. Okay, magic is real. Magic is real. You just have to believe it. You have to believe it. I don't know why, but I keep seeing masculines looking at smoky mirrors. Okay, this is like a collective thing. And watching a masculine energy awaken myself, or I've watched a few of them now, or I've, know of a few of them, it's just quite a process. They have to humble down. They got to heal. They got to heal some really bad wounds, you guys. And some of them, yes, they do have narcissistic tendencies. Absolutely. That's what we're breaking. To say it's impossible to release narcissism is false. Because that's what we're breaking, is feeding the empath narcissistic thing, okay? You can't say never, yet you can't sit there and coddle somebody's ass and assume they're going to break it, because they're not. You got to starve the beast. You got to starve the beast, okay? It's quite a process for the man. It really is, and I really don't feel a lot of them are going to fully awaken to that extent that that you have on your mind, okay? They can get into a king energy without being a spiritualist or somebody who's connected to source, you guys, to the extent that you may be. So just keep that in mind. They can break the cycles in the 3D as well. They don't have to be connected to that. You can be connected to that, and they're more 3D. You can be more 3D. Maybe they're more in tune. My husband is way more able to see a lot more things than I can. And when I've seen things through his eyes, it's a lot more vivid. I have different abilities than he has. Okay, so I don't have a label on us in particular because I've been with him for 12 years, and to say it was an easy ride is a lie. There's been a lot of clearing ancestral patterns. A lot of clearing ancestral patterns with us, okay? So, my dad just texted me. Sorry, I will have. It's when the masculine, like, caves and awakens, because basically what happens is you have to repent. And the resisting to repent, which is admitting these cycles, or admitting your wrongdoings, or admitting things are not right, or admitting, any of that, is a process, and that's what the masculines are resisting for the most part, is that their life is a lie. Okay, so, and when the masculines truly awaken, they crumble and they shatter and they're in pain. Okay, and then it's horrifying. I'm not talking about that fake crying bullshit that some of them do to get what they want. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about legit pain, physical aging, okay, shattering and crying, and just it's very clear and genuine pain. It's not, oh, can I have $10 now? I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm not talking about that. So I feel like they're being pushed to it, yes, but I honestly don't feel that a lot of them are going to get to that point. And I feel like the cutoff is real soon here to actually awaken to that point. Okay. If they're into alcohol real heavy, that's a tough one. You know, that's a tough one, you guys. And why is alcohol essential? Because it stops awakening. So yeah, speaking of that, the Judgment card came out, and one of my followers sent me this deck of cards. Thank you so much, Sarah. I can't remember the last name. I have a lot of Sarah. Sorry. The universe is pushing on their ass. Okay, so I do feel that, but look, they're trying to block it out, and that's the problem here. Okay, they're still very much in the delusions, so it's like they're looking in smoky mirrors. They're telling themselves that this is all I'll have, this is all I deserve, I'll never have more. They're scared, they're letting people define them, they're letting people grasp them, they're letting people hold on to them. Okay, and this is the resistance. It's a very resistant period. The feminine's getting blocked from them. Some of you are getting blocked from them because they're not down your path. They're just a block for you. So, you know, divine protection. They don't want to face the pain because it's been installed. For one, they'll never change. Okay, a lot of them have been defined since a child that they would be a certain way. Okay, so they're getting hounded though. I mean, this isn't, they have a lot of blocks. The one I'm picking up on today has a lot of blocks. And they do want to free themselves. So I feel like they are being pushed to free themselves, but they're trying to manipulate the push. Okay, they're trying to manipulate people around them. They're not victims, you guys. They're not. Okay, I don't want to hear about the karmic stopping them and shit. That's their choice. That is their choice, okay? If they want to allow blocks, they're going to feel these blocks. You don't need to tell them. I mean, you can tell them. That's fine, because you plant the seeds. Okay? But if they're going to sit there and be resistant about it, you can't force them to actually face the blocks. They will feel them. They will see them. They will know. There's blinders that are flying off. I mean, there is no more hiding. They're choosing to look through a smoky mirror. Okay? That's what they're doing. They have the option to free themselves. It's definitely here. And it's not necessarily to come to you. That isn't necessarily going to be the ending, that's where you're having an expectation. If you're still expecting that, that's an ending you're expecting. That's a program you're following. I have to be honest. Okay, even if they promised it to you, doesn't mean it's going to happen. So let go, let go, let go. Okay, that's why they come in and they want to steal your light, because a thimble of light, you guys, will light up a dark room. Okay, so when you're shining and you're glowing, they want to pick at that, right? So then they run back and they feed their karmic blocks with that light. Their cycles, they feed the programming. And this is where the light is feeding the dark programming and basically putting the security blanket over the programming so we don't break it and shatter it. So that's where you need to conserve your light, because you're going to be stripped of your light and your abilities if you keep doing that shit. And that's your problem. That's your choice. Okay, so if you have a masculine that's doing that, block it off. Don't allow it anymore. Alright? Even if it's energetically. They're not victims. You're not a victim. That's a choice as well, is to stay a victim. We have to get out of victim consciousness and rise up. Okay? So, yep, past lives. I've been doing past life readings, you guys. I'm going to start offering that when I catch up a bit here, because my work is shifting. Okay, my work is changing because my collective is shifting and changing. They want to break free. Okay, so I've been doing past life clearings. I did a few practice rounds. They loved it. It helped them free. And I noticed that the ones I did it on are letting go. They're letting go and they're more empowered than ever. So I have to say, and I know John, he's commenting fiery Aries. He had one done. Okay. I'm noticing a change there, so I'm going to start offering that. It's very energy draining, though. Oof, the past life ones are. Because I have you do a ritual at the end where I cut past life cords. Okay, and it takes my energy. And Archangel Michael, which is my husband usually ends up coming when I call Archangel Michael at the end, but whatever. To cut the cords. Okay, and clear out the energetic fields. So they're gaining clarity. I mean, when I ask what's happening, they're seeing truth. They're seeing things for what they are. It's transparent. Okay? And I know when I talk to men in general that they like to be in denial a lot. Okay? And I'm talking about men that I know, okay? I don't know if they watch my shit or not, but I got guy friends and whatnot, okay? They probably do, I don't know. Anyway. They seem to think that their story is exempt from everyone else's. And that's where I have a problem. It's like, no. Your family has problems too. Your family trashes. Well, yeah, but they're not as bad as this one. And this is all the time, okay? The denial runs deep, all right? I live in a small town. Everybody shit talks, okay? Everybody shit talks about their own family. Even if they're the golden child, I still hear the shit talking about the golden child and family. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's bullshit. Okay, it's bullshit. But a lot of these males, they ignore it or put the rose-colored glasses on. And what they don't realize is these people are hijacking their solar plexus right behind their back, taking their power, and they may not even know it because they're programmed to ignore it. In New Zealand thinks they're free. No. Okay, I'm sorry, I just saw New Zealand. No. All right, that's denial. They're gaining clarity, though. They're seeing they're stagnant, you guys. The Chariot in reverse. I got the Chariot in reverse to both sides here, so I feel like there's a very stagnant block. There's a block being put up right now. Okay, so there is seeing. There's like, okay, you're not going to move forward, and we're going to have another lockdown here, and we have to because people are not seeing an awakening enough. We got to shatter everything. You know, we got to shatter everything. Our kids, you know, we're concerned about human trafficking. You guys, did you ever think that all of these programs are a form of human trafficking by psyops? By manipulation? Do you ever think about that? The training? Okay? Think about that. These masculines are in psyops about their situations, that they don't have a problem. And then that's that's the wake-up call here. Okay? Because I feel like they're going to get moving here on some of this here, and they're going to realize, well, my wish fulfillment, my empty cups that I've been guarding for so long are truly empty. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing is what they thought there was their wish fulfillment here is going to come to clarity. The delusions, the blinders are going to come flying off and that sort of thing. Okay. They're going to realize they're not independent. Okay? And I know a lot of them think their environment, their situation is different. They just see it different than you. It's not like that. What are you talking about? You see this, but they don't because they're programmed. Of course they're different. You're different. Everybody's different. We're one, but we're a different puzzle piece that fits together, absolutely. But they think that a turd that's polished is beautiful, okay? That's what they're seeing. And I feel like the blinders are going to come off, and these emotions are going to be tugged at for the masculine energy in particular here. And like I said, there's men close to me that I see change. I see them, and they resist. The denial is deep because they thought they were in control. They thought they were in control, and they're like, oh, you know, if this president gets in, they'll save us. I said, no. You gotta save you. And one in particular said to me, what are you smoking? Programmed. Okay? Programmed. Alright. That's what these masculines are doing. Well, you see these family dynamics. You see the programming. You see the MK Ultra. But in my situation, I don't have that problem. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I just get a kick out of it because it's so transparent to me. It's like, dur, dur, dur. All right, so, um, just, I'm sorry, I just have to laugh because men are the most resistant. It's so bad. And I know some of the females like oversee, okay? Like I'm a Virgo, like I think, I look, I see, okay, I overthink. Yeah, I'm in my head, whatever, okay? I'm not the clean freak Virgo though, but anyway. When I hear men doing this shit, I'm sitting there going, but I saw your situation and I can see it and I know and I've seen your environment's dynamic, or I grew up around you, did you forget? And I'm going like that. Okay, I'll shut up. It's hilarious because I'm sitting there like, I know you. I've known you since I was a kid, okay? I know what your life was. That's stupid. And the way you are now in your closed heart space, I see, is very clear and obvious. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of masculines like clicking off. I know I pissed off one of my followers, masculines. He watches my videos and got very upset. Okay, anyway. Okay, so like my situation is like, dude, the way you act shows it all. Don't even go there with me. Like, you want me to start in? Thanks for the donation, Kwana. Okay. The denial, it runs deep, man. I think I'll name my video Denial Runs Deep. No, I don't know what I'm gonna name it. Smoky Mirrors or something like that. Okay, so see, this is the problem, okay? The masculines wait, okay? They wait. They wait for somebody to save them. They wait for their ships to come in. They watch the feminine sail away into her own dreamland on her own island of happiness and paradise that she so much worked to the bone for, right? So this is what I feel like they're watching right now. And they're like, you know what? I can't match that shit. I can't match that shit. You know, that's what I feel like they're doing. They sit there and wait and wait and wait for their treat. Do not give them a participation trophy. Do not. I hate participation trophies. I hate it. I am not for communism, okay? We're one but different. We work together but different. Okay, it's about balance. All right. So the feminine sailing off to the island. Okay, and I like this Game of Thrones one because there's a whole bunch of ships there. There's all my collective going away to their island, and the masculine's like, but what about me, man? And they're like, nah, I got it together. My situation was different. Okay. So they're kind of quiet, you guys, healing. I feel like the month of November is going to be a major wake-up call and healing for masculines in particular. Okay, because I feel like what's going to happen in the month of November is their life's going to start shambling apart. November 11th, I feel like the door is going to close for full-on awakening, or the opportunity to awaken or start the process of it is what I've been picking up, is the 11th. Okay, so I feel like for right now, they're kind of holding their breath. After the 11th, if they're not going to show signs of awakening, they're not. Okay, so just don't even expect it right now. Just don't, please. Okay, you're just going to hurt yourself. So they're not balancing out their environment. Okay, they're just not. They're not. Hi, Rebecca. Some of them are opening their crowns. Okay, like I said, you guys, that's where how in tune you are and how awake you are and how much light you have is up to you. Okay, nobody takes it from you unless you allow it. That's why there's going to be blocks put up, and there's going to be like karmic debt that has to be paid for willingly handing over your light with no balance and somebody taking it from you with no balance. There's going to be karma for that. So what happens is your light is going to get drained and you're not going to have sources to get it from anymore if you're willingly just handing over everything to somebody else who isn't giving you the balance. I hope I make sense. So you can't steal from other people to give to your masculine anymore without consequence, because the beasts are being forced to starve off. Okay, so we can balance that out. So if you willingly give everything you have to the masculine, you're going to have consequence now. Okay, and they're going to just keep giving to their darkness and not give back to you. They have consequences as well, but so do you. Okay, and some of the consequences that I've been picking up is that you guys are going to lose your abilities. Your crown's going to start closing up. And sometimes, you guys, if you or whoever does this kind of stuff is too self-righteous about things, or misusing their gifts, or misusing abilities, or misusing their power, if they're too self-righteous about it, the crown can permanently close. Okay, so just be careful with the balance. Okay, it's up to you. Nobody else can take that from you. Nobody can take you unless you allow it. Nobody can take you unless you allow it. Remember that. Write it down. Nobody can take you unless you allow it. And I know when this happens to people and they lose their fix off the darkness, which you guys getting false abundance off the dark, or this is where we go back to my Sally and Johnny story. We're getting a breadcrumb from Johnny gives a rise. Okay, that's getting a feedback or kickback from the dark. That's the false abundance, the false security. Oh my God, he gave me a breadcrumb for the 10,000th time. But I'm not going to get anything anyways. But then you guys get a rise off the darkness, okay? So there's going to be consequence for anybody who willingly give everything up and nothing in return. And, you know, you guys, there's people that want to give you love. There's people that want to give you balance, your friends, your soul family, your dog, your cat, whatever. There's people that have an open heart space and want to give back to you. Okay? So some of you are ignoring that. Okay, so there's going to be consequence. And I honestly feel like, you guys, that after a while, some consequences can be very much manifesting in the 3D in the forms of poverty, illness, loss of jobs, homes, things like that. I feel like that's going to be more prevalent now for everybody. So just be very careful about your balance, okay? Anyway. So I feel like this masculine is definitely gaining some clarity about their delusions as well. Okay, it's kind of coming in that way. Whether they want to see or not is up to them. I'll see what I get with the oracles here. And by the way, you guys, I'll leave my website below on where to book and things like that. And if some of you want to like buy my Amazon wish list or donate, I'll leave that below as well. Okay, but I never expect, I just leave the information, and I don't even bring it up very much. But I'll leave my Amazon wish list below. Somebody emailed me about that. Okay. I think this one here is probably a troll here. I'm going to move out. All right. Yeah. I plant seeds, you guys. So yeah. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to plant seeds. The soil is fertile right now for those seeds. It's a matter of the person actually watering those seeds that you're planting. And the masculines, they have all this fertile soil with seeds planted around them, but they proceed to look at bullshit. Okay, that's their choice right now, right? So this one here is, I believe, just trolling. So their transformation here is their own work perception, is what I'm picking up for the masculine here. Okay, they're seeing things in foggy mirrors. They're seeing things through other people's lenses. They're seeing things through their own denial, delusions, that sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm picking up. They're actually just running away. They're running away from transformation. They're trying to escape emotion. They're trying to escape confusion. Some of the feminines could be running as well, as what I'm picking up. Okay, but you guys, that'll catch up after a while. And letting go and running are not the same thing. Reminder. Reminder. Okay, not the same thing. Yep, control. They want to control what falls apart. They want to control the blocks. They want to control what shambles in life. Unfortunately, this is going to end. This is going to end for everybody. There is no more controlling. There's no more controlling shit. All right, that's what I'm saying. If you're continuously feeding your light, you're going to get exhausted, you're going to get sick, you're going to have consequence right now if you're continuously feeding this masculine who's not balancing with you. That's where it's important. That's why I feel a lot of you are going to get balanced love and connections coming in to you that may be somebody else, but you're scared and hesitant. And I know I have people that they're still holding on and they have a nice suitor asking them out and they're just hesitant. I'm like, look, you don't need to jump in the sack. You don't have to marry them. But for the love of God, who wouldn't take a free dinner? I like to eat. I'm pregnant. All right? Shit. Some of you don't even know what it's like to be taken on a date because this guy here that I pick up on most of the time doesn't do that. You're lucky if you get an M&M. All right? Sorry, I gotta be honest. And you know what? There's always something to learn from everybody. So you don't have to jump in the sack. I'm not saying you have to go on a date. But you know what? There's something to learn from everybody. Trust me, because some of my feminines that, or my feminine collectives, aren't my feminines, went on a date and they didn't click romantically, but they learned something about themselves. They learned something about the world. They got a new view and perception. Somebody has something for you no matter what. So there's people being brought in to give you love, to give you attention, to give you information about yourself most of all. So hey, Dubai. My husband and I were talking about Dubai, and we want to go to Dubai because it looks like so beautiful. Okay, anyways. Because you're terrified of how interested they are because you're scared. You're scared to receive, okay? You're scared to receive, but you're scared to be rejected, and you want control of the situation. You want control of the environment, okay? And some of you get such a feed of, you know, searching for your own inner wound that you end up getting back into that sort of demon again, right? That's why you got to get out of victim conscious. You're not a victim. You're a warrior. You're strong. Okay? You have control of your life. Nobody else does. Nobody else defines you. Nobody else tells you who you are. But do not mistake that with denial. Do not mistake that with false empowerment. And by all means, do not do things on purpose and pretend heal. Don't pretend heal. Pretend healing is go, I'm not going to talk to them or answer them anymore. They're going to feel it. That's pretend healing, okay? It's like a pretend healing. Or manipulation. It's still trying to control. So letting go, releasing, and going, no matter what, I'm still me, right? You're still you at the end of the day. That's what matters. Thank you for the donation. I can't pronounce your name. I apologize. So, I mean, like I said, yeah, see, some of you are trying to control this soulmate manifesting in. Okay, you're scared because, look, you got fear because you're waiting for your twin flame. Okay, because you're in denial that this person is not receiving and giving to you. Okay, you're in denial. You're still in the program. I call it a program because I feel like it's controlling in some aspects. It's not you being empowered and being in your own power, okay? I can't support it. I've clicked on a couple of videos that I just, like, I don't know, I was just browsing or somebody came up live and I watched or something like that, and it was a victim conscious and I can't watch it. It drives me nuts. So I feel like some of you are in a bit of denial here that the twin flame connection here is not balanced, okay? You guys get an M&M and you're like, oh my God, we're back to the Sally and Johnny. Okay, we're back to the Sally and Johnny. Okay. And if you have me on Instagram, you'll see my Sally and Johnny. I lost followers because I triggered people. I know I did. But the Sally and Johnny. Okay. Fear. And when it comes down to it, you guys have fear of a divine counterpart, a divine soulmate. I feel like a divine counterpart and a twin flame can be two opposite people. It really can. Because a twin flame comes in to trigger your shadow work for the most part. Alright? It may not be this lifetime you were with this person. Time is fluid. Time is inevitable. It's just there is no time on the other side. Okay? The seeds are planted here, you guys, for a soul connection to manifest in. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. I'm not getting a lot about your guys' direct masculine you're watching about. I'm not. I'm picking up another energy coming in for a majority of you watching today, okay? Because I feel like you feel really alone, but what you don't realize is the seeds are planted for romance, but you're not accepting it. Yeah, you're not accepting it because you're looking backwards. You know, you're looking backwards like what ifs, where, you know, when, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of looking, you know, backwards, controlling, struggling to let go. Yeah, some of them are old people coming in, you guys, exes, rekindling with people they're already with, people they were married to and divorced. Like, there's crazy shit going on right now. Wow, you know. A lot of these masculines, though, they just want the same type. They want the type that's comfortable. They want the type that's easy. They want the programming because it's comfortable. It gives them that security blanket of falseness. Whether or not they find somebody else is on them, but a lot of them, they seek out the programming because it's comfortable. And that's where their denial comes in, and they're like, oh, that's not my life. Oh, no. I don't have programming in my life. You know, that's where a lot of that comes in. Okay. So things are going to balance out for you guys. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. There's going to be a forceful, you know, balancing act here. But you look, with prosperity in reverse, you guys, just be careful of that imbalance because it could cost your prosperity and your abundance here. Okay, so you guys are being asked to be bold and make the first move and come ahead. Okay, and just allow to receive. I keep feeling that. Allow yourself to receive. Do not emotionally manipulate the masculine energy. Do not think that if you're going to block them, you're going to show them up and fake heal. If you need to block them for your own protection, that's fine. But do not block to get a reaction, okay? And if you're doing anything to control for a reaction, that's emotional manipulation. That's why I was getting bullied on my post on a post on Facebook, and it was like telling me that I'm the biggest asshole in the whole world because I don't want to wear a mask and I want to defend humanity and shit, whatever. And then I get called ugly and stupid and all these words, and I said, you know what? You know, I don't even react, really. I don't care. I have that much of a hard outer shell anymore. And I'm like, if bullying me helped you sleep tonight, or it does help you sleep tonight, I'm glad I could help you. That's what I say. And it's funny because some of them dirty delete their comments, or they block me, or they just don't reply. And then I had somebody go, so you don't like to wear masks, so do you wear a seatbelt when you drive then? And I'm thinking, I've seen that. I've said that, had that said to me like so many times. It's like one of the main emotional tactics, okay? I said, you know, actually, sometimes I don't like to put it on. That's what I said. Sometimes I don't like it. And then I thought, some of these people, I've seen them drunk at the bar and drive home. And I want to ask them, is it okay to drive drunk? Or if nobody catches you, it didn't happen. I wanted to say that, but I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so you guys are being tested. You guys are being tested for your healing process here, okay? And to accept and know that you deserve more, to accept and know that you deserve good enough. I wanted to ask that because you know what? A lot of these people that are pushing for the New World Order agenda, you guys, they do shit and they think because the door's closed, nobody knows. I do. I see. Okay? I know. That's how I caught those people behind my back trying to steal my hard work that I've been working at for many years. Okay, I know, I see. You can shut that damn door and I know still. That pretty red door, it's got secrets behind it. It's got secrets behind it. Okay. Let's see how the masculine is towards the feminine, since I keep picking up other energies. You guys, the other energy still comes in the new love, but they're regret. They're regret. But you know what? I feel like a lot of you don't give a fuck anymore. I really get that feeling. I get this relief off a majority of the people watching today. Okay? And it's nice to be there, because I feel a lot of your guys' energy a lot, and that's when I get tired and have to back off readings, because you guys are frantic, right, and you're freaking out. That's why I was like, you know what, you can wait and you can deal with your shit for a couple days while I relax, okay? But anyway, I feel like a lot of you, you're getting a new perception on love, but you know, some of these masculines are feeling a different view as well, is what I'm picking up here. Okay? And I feel like they are regretting not giving back to you, some of them. Some of you are dealing with the Johnny. Okay, Johnny and Sally are another story. Okay? But, I see this. Okay. Oh, Halloween. Oh, yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, I felt that energy off you guys past few days. That's why I had to just back off doing private readings, because everybody was so frantic. It was... You know, I felt like that Halloween was major culture and exposure is what I called it. And it was heavy. And I know I had people book readings and I just was like, ugh, I gotta relax. I gotta relax. All right. Okay. So some of you guys, you don't trust this person. With the addiction and the trust, you don't trust them. They ruined your trust, and you've grown to a point here where their behaviors, the toxicity in this connection I'm picking up on, you just don't have it anymore. You don't know if you can trust them. They have to prove themselves. They have to come back with the support. And I feel like they know that. And I feel like some of these masculines have absolutely addictive behavior that's blocking their heart space. And I feel like their heart space is trying to open, and they're feeling right now, okay? So I do feel that they are regretting. If you found new love somewhere else, they do have regret. I think I have the Johnny and Sally story on my community board, you guys, if you want to read it. It's there as well. But anyways, there's test here. Okay, there is a magnetic pull here, you guys, with the imbalance is so strong. I feel like there's a divine block here for a majority of you because of the imbalance. Okay, so when I'm picking up, so you don't get hurt, so you don't lose your abilities. You know, God has your back. Okay. Some of you, this masculine is not taking rejection well at all from you. Okay, they're not. They're very obsessed. They want to get you. They want to pull at you. Okay, and some of them play games, and they come in and damper a little bit, throw a cookie, and then they back away, and they're like, oh, well, we can't do this anymore. We can't have this anymore. They're trying to test you. That's a test for you as well. Okay, so I'm going to get some messages, and then I'm going to log off, you guys, because I do have some letters and private readings to do tonight. Okay, so... Yeah, it's not the cleansing or that, you guys. It's just that my collective, they all are, when you have like 12,000 followers on Instagram and they're all frantic and stuff like that, being pregnant and everything, I'm drained anyways from that. I have to just back off a few days. Okay. Because like I said, I go directly to your energy. Okay, and I channel through your energy, and I also transmute some of your energy as well when I read, and I just automatically do that as part of what I do. I transmute some of the energy. Okay, so it's draining. I'm not a tarot reader, not at all. Okay, I never was a tarot reader. I'm a channel through the energy. Okay. And I don't use spirit guides. I cut them off me because I'm your spirit guides. Be careful with spirit guides, you guys. And angels, they can come dressed disguised. They can be Archon brand. They can be dark. I cut mine off me a long time ago. One of them, somebody else put on me that wasn't even an initial spirit guide I had. So I work through me, okay? For the most part, ancestors and things like that to clear patterns, okay? So let's see what kind of messages we have today. I'm going to plan action, or I'm going to take action in planning an approach. All right. See, we got a lot of trolls out today. You guys, so just be ready for that. I've thought about having a family with you. Yeah, because family is part of what we're learning right now. And people are selfish. People are selfish. They only care about their family. They only care about their kids. They only care about them. You guys, I stand firm in my beliefs, and I will not project my children to bullshit. And tell you what, nobody wants to hang out with us. It's sad. It's sad. And my kids, they miss school, but I'm not even going to bother because I don't want to deal with the programming. And because it closes all the time anyways. So I'm not even bothering. I feel bad. You know, I feel bad. And it's like, I'm in a place where nobody's open here. Okay? And it's not cool to hang with somebody who's not programmed. Okay? And it's just like, you know, like Halloween, for example, there wasn't really trick-or-treating. And everybody had Halloween parties they went to. Okay? We didn't get invited to shit. Okay? It's sad. That's the kind of world we're in, where it's me, my way, programming. If you're not programmed, you're not cool. And people put up with such toxicity to hold on to this programming, even if it's the person living in their house backstabbing them. It's sad, but your family is not just in your home. And you know, I think it's been installed, and I think people are very self-righteous, and you want to fix your kids. I'm so sick of that. You want to fix your kids all the time when your kids are doing nothing to help themselves. And that's where we have a problem. I pissed a few people off saying that, but it's true. Okay? You cannot fix your children. You can guide them, you can direct them, allow them freedom, but you know what? Some of the decisions, like my kids, I know they want to go to school and interact with people, but I can't. I can't do that. I had to say, no, we're not going to deal with school right now. Because I know it's going to dismantle anyways. Okay? So, but it's just sad because my girls want friends, and they're the most loving, amazing little girls. They have so much love. But because we're weird. Okay, we're weird. I know that's part of it. Because of my work. Unless I follow a certain program in a certain fucking way, nobody really talks to us. Okay. And when they talk to us, it just seems artificial to me. And I don't really trust my kids alone with certain people right now. It's sad. It's really sad. Okay, so my kids are the most loving angels. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they're above others, because they're not, but they have so much love. And we've been at parks before, guys, when people leave. It's just bullshit. And today we went to a park, and it was after I voted or whatever. And there's kids there, and they didn't leave, and my girls just loved it. They were so happy to play, you know, with kids that their parents didn't take them and leave or act weird about it. Or, you know, because my girls are very social. All three of them. So, like, really, because of my work, really? Well, go drink your fucking beer and go to church then. And it's funny because people will talk to me about my work in private, or even get readings. I've had people around here get readings. It's just funny. I'm sorry. It's like, and some of them are, you know, so there was a couple that like told everybody about their reading and they loved it and stuff like that, and like talked about it. There are, this is not everybody's like horrible, but a lot of them are so close-minded. I can't hang out with her. She just devil's work, man. You know, this is a way to try to rip you apart, you know, so I don't buy into it, but I'm not programmed. Have fun. You know? That's how I see it. Anyway. So they think about having a family with you because I think this person does think about that, like intertwining together. And, you know, having that love with you. Some of them do. And that's one thing people aren't open. It's like, well, my kid. I don't care who suffers, but my kid. You know, no. No. That's not the way you raise children. You do not raise self-righteous brats. No. And that's the thing. We're not allowed to discipline them. We're supposed to fix them. Okay? We're supposed to serve them. We're supposed to fix them. Mm-mm. Okay? So, and that's where I allow my kids' decisions, but I also know that I have to put the maturity of my own mind, like the school thing. I know they want to go to school, but no, not right now. It's not a good time to go to school. But anyway, I become a better person because of you. Situating karma. Yeah, of course they are. They're facing the man in the motherfucking mirror. There's the karma. Okay? That's what I'm saying for you guys. It was you. It was always you. You really are the best thing that's ever happened to me. I have an offer for you. Clean up this whole Johnny. Okay. Yep, religion is used for control. Somebody asked me one time, why are you exempt from mask wearing? I said, my religious beliefs. Well, what's your religion then? I said, what's it to you? What's it to you? And I said, you know what? There's religions that wear specific uniforms, okay? There's religions that they wear a headdress head to toe, okay? There's some that, you know, the Amish here wear a straw hat, okay? Are you going to tell that person that they can't wear their belief, they can't wear that? I doubt it. So why don't you tell me what I should wear and what religion I am, and I have to explain to you? Fuck you. Okay? That's how I see it. Fuck you. Okay? I miss hearing your voice. Hearing it just does something to my heart. These are hard to read. You know what? I don't even like to wear clothes. If I could be in a nudist colony, that'd be awesome, you guys. Like, come on now, let's be free. Okay, let's be free. Like, when I'm pregnant, everything is uncomfortable. It's like, oh, because I have this big belly, guys. Like, you know, I mean, my belly is getting pretty big, and like nothing fits right. And like, I don't know. I just don't like clothes. I just don't want to go. I get too fat for everything. Alright. If I said I didn't love you, it was a lie. I love you more than you know. Okay, unless it's Johnny, you guys believe Johnny right now. Okay? Believe what Johnny's showing you the 3D right now, okay? Let Johnny prove himself a good man. That's what I'm saying. I know the moment we met, there was something special about us. Sometimes I don't know why I didn't choose you, because it was always you. Unless it's Johnny, you guys. Let Johnny be. Guys, I gotta give you shit. Sorry. You are my rose. Some of you guys, you are this person's muse, okay? Alright, guys, that should do it for you. Yeah, they have their own little colony. Well, you can't walk around nude, you know. It's... Well, why? You know, I saw a lot of people that didn't like to wear clothes when I was a kid, you know. Like, that was the thing or something like that. I don't know, but to me it was always normal. That's... Did you guys ever see this story about the Jehovah's Witness that got scared or whatever coming to somebody's door because they were naked. That's a true story of my family, okay? I'm not even joking about it. Like, my great-grandpa, he didn't care, okay? Like, so that stuff was normal to me. I don't know. He actually answered the door like that. Just saying. Alright, so... Yeah, my grandma came home from school and there was pamphlets over the yard, and she goes, Mom, what happened? And she said, your dad answered the door naked. He said, it's my fucking house. Well, you know, he's right. It's his fucking house. That's how my husband's grandpa was too. They were best friends. My great grandpa and his grandpa were best friends. They didn't give a shit. His grandpa sat in his underwear drinking whiskey. He didn't care. Don't come over. You don't like it. And so, that's kind of how I see it. Yeah. That's what my great grandpa says. My fucking house. Don't come over there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hop off here, you guys. I'll leave my information below after the video uploads and everything. Okay? wickedvirgo.com is my website. However, when you book, please read the waiting times. The calendar is just so you're in my schedule, so I see your name. There's actual time frames. I do a return. I don't do live readings anymore because I have little kids that people weren't showing up. Okay. I do pre-recordings. 15 to 20 minutes is the average right now. Okay. But I channel really fast to get a lot of information in 15 to 20 minutes. Trust me. Alright. What is you need to go to the mental institution or something. I'm sorry, but these people tonight, something ain't right. Something is not right. Like, go find a doctor, buddy. Like, yeah. People are nuts. Like, I'm sorry, but go find yourself a therapist, man. Get some shit wrong. Line up with Johnny. Go find a therapist. I know. I don't even care. I don't even pay attention. Just like the people that were like thinking that my acne was bruises and commenting, and people are like, oh, they just care. No, you know what? Then fucking email me. Don't sit there and put shit about caring about these alleged bruises on my face on public forums. That is emotional manipulation and dark play. I ain't stupid. Okay? It's just like people wonder in this area how I pay my bills. Okay, that is a question. I know they talk about it. Okay, I can hear this shit. I ain't dumb. I'm not stupid. I can hear gossip. Okay, and if one person went to me, how do you afford to feed your kids? That must be tough. That must be just so hard to feed your kids. Just wondering how the hell doing my fake artificial work with my fake fucking degree, as one of my family members told me, is possible to feed my kids. They just wonder. That's emotional manipulation. Do you need food? You don't fucking care. You're digging for information. I'm not stupid. Okay? That is emotional, nosy ass motherfucking information, and you don't talk to me or care any other fucking day, so why do you know? I'm onto that shit. I'm onto that shit. Okay. I make it work, alright? I make it work. Shit, if my kids don't eat, like, where's all this food going? Because I'll tell you, they never stop. I'll tell you that. It's just like the person that called CPS on me because I'm homeschooling and shit. Because they care. Yeah, okay. That's stupid. That's stupid because you fucking care. Come to my face then. And talk to me in private. Alright, so I'm gonna get off here. I think some people like need deep therapy and like project it out and shit. I am dead serious. Like some people need some help and they just project it out. I don't know. Alright, I'll let you guys go. Have a good night.